Hello everyone and welcome to your first introduction class for your English, class 11. I am Arnab. You can see my face in that picture over there. I'll mostly be your English teacher, and sometimes during this virtual classes, these online classes, if you need some help, I could be your tech guru. Other than that, we would get to know each other way better when schools commence, when you're actually in the classroom. But until then, today I'll take you through the introduction to the details of what you need to do, how you can perform really well in these virtual classes, because how you're going to begin is going to be completely new. This is not the usual classroom where you sit in the desks and then you listen to the teacher and you have your notebooks. No, this time you'll have your cell phones, your tablets, your computers, and you need to know how to use a few other apps. Most of you already know. You've been doing the webinars in Zoom. I'm sure all of you are very good in using WhatsApp. There's one more thing which we will discuss at the center of this, at the mid of this video. Moving on. So basically this is what you have: the syllabus of standard 11, your syllabus before the class begins, and how different it is from class 10. All right, so what happens over here is, in the written paper you have three sections, A, B and C. 20 marks for the written section, 30 for the writing skills and grammar, 30 marks for section C, literature. Total marks is 80 for the written paper, total weightage, and 20 marks for assessment of speaking and listening. It's for you to decide whether it's very different from your class 10 syllabus or it's the same. Moving forward, this is a breakup of the three sections of your written part. So the first one is reading, 20 marks, which will have two questions. Comprehension will have 12 marks. Your task would be to answer questions based on the passage present in the question. Simple, I've been doing this for several years. The other one is called note making. Notes have to be made based on the passage. So similarly, like number one, you'll have another passage, but here you won't have to answer questions directly, but you have to make notes. It's new, it's a new concept, and it will be discussed in the classroom. Yes, the second part is writing and grammar, 30 marks for this. You'll have 5 questions for this part. The first part will have either of these, which means, see, I have put down notice / advertisement / poster / invitation / reply, which means you won't have all of them, but you'll have any one of these for the first question of 4 marks. Number 2, you'll have letter of inquiry, editor, complaint, order for 6 marks, any of these. Next up will be 10 marks, either an article, report, speech, or a debate. Next one would be editing and omission, 4 plus 4, and then there will be jumbled sentences and gap filling. As you might have already realized, it's not greatly different from your class 10 syllabus. Pretty much the same. There's a lot of continuation of whatever you did and learned and practiced in the previous year. Last part is the literature part, wherein you'll have 3 questions, well, 3 main questions, and there will be sub questions, of course. The first one will be an extract, either from a poem. It could also be from a prose. These are the RTC, the reference to context questions. 2 extracts will be picked from any 2 of the poems or prose, sometimes 1 from prose and 1 from poem, and 4 questions will be asked. Alright, you'll have 8 marks for this. Short question. 5 short questions will be asked from your syllabus. There will be 5 questions of 10 marks. It will be a jumble of all the chapters that are included in your syllabus. The third one is value-based points. Value-based questions, they are the questions where you need to understand the main message behind the story or a poem. And you need to think. They are not factual questions, but questions where you need to have understood really well. 2 questions, value-based, will be asked from 1 book each, that is the Hornbill and Snapshots. This brings us to the books that we have. Your textbooks. Well, this is not a book, this is just a caricature. These are the 3 books that you have to be using. The first one is called Hornbill, that is the main textbook. The other one is the supplementary reader called Snapshots. And then, of course, you'll have the Me and Mine pull-out worksheets. It says CBC 11, but you also have a similar one for class 11 as well. This says class 12. This is just a cover for representation. As I was saying, all your classroom information will be stored in Google Classroom. It's for you to go and find it, which means although your class notifications will be given on the day of your classes, if 8:30 is your class time for English, you'll have the message on WhatsApp group at 8:30, but all data will be permanently stored in Google Classroom. You have to download the app if you're using a tab or a cell phone. If you have a desktop, you can go to classroom.google.com. You can go to the join class option, and whenever you have the join class option, you have to put down this code to join the class 11 English for St. Francis School. Okay, after you join it, and whenever you're given assignments, this is something that you will have. I'll give you questions on Google Classroom. Submissions are not done through WhatsApp for English. In English, you just upload the pictures, or you can directly type down whatever you have and then press turn in. It is a new thing for you. It might take some time. If you need help, please get in touch with me. Well, a sprinkle of necessary advice. Please do your best to watch the class videos shared on WhatsApp on time and be ready to learn each day. Class videos will be shared on WhatsApp, and they also will be present in Google Classroom. In case you prefer to stick to the class timing, which is by the very best method, please watch the video at the very moment you get the video. Don't wait for the end of the day. Put away your laziness and get yourself a beverage, and always be on your study desk, not the bed. Try to stick to the routine of the school. You'll be very efficient. All right. Have a seat. Keep your English notebook. It has to be a ruled notebook. It's mandatory, and a pen. Read the pros and poems and get acquainted with Google Classroom. Well, you don't bring it to the class, but some of these will continue even when we stop these virtual classes and continue with the physical classes. You should have the English notebook, the pens, highlighters, which are optional, a book to read, obviously your textbook, or an ebook if you want. See, you'll be given assignments. Chapters are discussed, you'll be given assignments, questions will be there, written tasks will be there. You'll have to write them down on a piece of copy, or you can write them directly on your Google Classroom platforms. Using your class wisely will decrease the amount of work you need to complete later. So whenever you get an assignment, get it done in the class timing, in the daytime itself. Don't wait to be done later in the day. Please don't forget to select the hand in or turn in icon so that I receive it. This you may not understand now, but once you get acquainted with Google Classroom, you'll understand this part. As I've already told you, if to turn in your work, this is the icon that you will get, turn in, which will send your work to me. It's exactly like uploading pictures on Facebook or Instagram. All right, it's very easy. Assignments will be created and returned to you each Monday. Please note, not for submitting assignments, minus points will be added under your record, which ultimately results in the way you scored at the end of the session. So, not submitting homework, you will get minus marks. Please make sure you don't do that. How and when you can contact me? I want you to have a successful and a great year. You may visit me. Well, this one is regarding actual classes. This obviously does not, reflect our situation in the online mode of teaching. You may visit with me about questions or concern later on when I'm physically there. Now you can get in touch with me. You can email me in this email address, or if it's really urgent, which it should not be, you can text me or call me in this number. If you still have more questions to ask, please put down your questions in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, welcome to your English classes. I really wish we were having this discussion face to face in the classroom, but given the situations, this is the best that we can have. Please make sure that you take the best advantage of this mode of learning. You will learn a lot of technology apart from better English, which are important skills, which are going to be important skills when you start working a few years from now. Being competent in technology and being able to use it very properly is the 21st century skill. You should be very best at it. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.